Hi, welcome to another Interstellar Prime update video. Today we're going to be covering what we missed last time, which is just a few updates here and there around the ship, and also mainly I'm going to be focusing on the combat system and the enemy system today. So I'm starting here at the captain's quarter. This is later on you can actually upgrade the room with new furnitures, and you can actually have access to customization of your weapons and your suit from there. And before we go to the bridge, let's get into the flight deck. And this is where you can come and you can talk to your crew. And this one particular crew does all your droids, which in the later on in the game we plan to have a droid system where you can deploy combat droids to capture enemy bases, and we'll see if we can get that far. You can also have the ability to assemble the team, and then you can do like a kind of like a flight search mission type of deal, but we're not going to do that right now. Let's get back to the bridge. And of course you can talk to some of your crews about what they do. You can cover more of their stories as the game progresses and so on. This is just kind of a sample. It hasn't been developed that far yet. As you can see, the animation kind of froze there. We need to do a mocap or motion capture thing and hire some actors. Alright, so I'm sitting at the captain's chair right now, and I have a few options here. I can fly the ship, and I can also do the RTS mode. So that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of look around what's going on. So the same map, but I'm going to bring my ship over here, and just to be closer to the asteroid. And I'm going to do a cheat key here. Just have the perk of being the developer, so just gonna call in the enemy right away and just to kind of see what's going on. A little drop in the frame rate. Need some optimization there. But let's get to the second mode, which is the starship mode. And this is just kind of where your bridge kind of turned to a holodeck, or not holodeck, holographic view of what's going on, so you can actually see and fight effectively. So right now it's only one little pesky enemy drone there, so I'm just going to keep shooting him until he dies. And then I'm going to try to destroy, yep, there we go, destroy the mining vessel, which is pretty simple. They're the easy ones. Anyway, but that's not all of my worries, because every time there's a mining vessel or enemy mining vessel, they usually deploy a lander. Like we have our version of miner, they also have theirs as well. I don't know if you can see down there, the red dots down there, that's where they deploy. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this mode and enter the RTS mode, so I can actually take a small drone to fly in and see what the enemy is doing. As I can see here, the enemy have deployed their lander, and they have created their base mech. This is just a giant spider that goes on to the helium-3 pad, or the helium-3 deposits, and try to build the base. And apparently they're trying to build something, so the enemy is going to keep trying to build, and if you don't stop them, they'll get bigger and bigger, and they're going to expand from one asteroid to another, and then and it'll be really hard for you at that point to conquer this area. So the other option that you will have is to kind of do a home and transfer, and then jump to a different part of the orbit, or this area is lost, go get more resource or some more allies and come back and then try to retake. But this is what they do. shoot some lasers, and build buildings. So they're just going to keep doing that until we interrupt them. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and order my starship. Oops, I don't need thermal vision there. To get the drones out. And I'm going to use my drones to go in and cause some trouble. And I just want to highlight real quick that this game is very dynamic. Now that, you know, even though I just ordered the drones out and the enemy is doing their thing, I can still come out and walk around the ship anytime I want. And oh, there's a little, he's levitating there. Gotta fix that. Anyway, oh yeah, by the way, that's a science bay. It's a placeholder for now, but it's going to be a place where you can come in and do a tech tree upgrade for your tech. And then this is the conference room where you can actually accept and review missions and quests. Anyway, I'm kind of off topic, so I need to go finish what I started. I think the drones are ready to attack, so let's get back to that. Alright, now let's order the drones. This is kind of like a big cavity there, so, and the enemy probably built quite a bit of stuff already. You have to build a few buildings. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna order them to attack first and foremost. Optimize the AI a little bit too, but I think this should get started, or you know, start having some fun. And there are a couple ways to attack or to order your drones around. Really, right now it's really simple and basic. You point where you want and click it for them to attack that particular target. Well, I see they destroy the base there. That's good. And it will just kind of keep shooting until the enemy's gone or they're gone. So, okay, I got one drone left. So this is gonna need some more firepower. What I can do is I can actually go land. Oh, I think another mining ship just appeared. So never mind. Alright, what I'll do is I'll get out of here. And then I'm going to fly the ship towards the enemy to intercept them. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's find a better place to land for now, because I don't have a lot of resources right now, and I don't want to die. So let's do that. I'm going to move my ship ever so slowly. And yeah, people might ask, why is your starship moving so slow? Well, you can upgrade your ship later on. That's one answer, and the other answer is that for realism, I mean, because in reality, if you were to be in space and you were trying to maintain an orbit while maneuvering between objects within the same orbit, is very, very, very difficult. So, and the more mass you have, the more you have to, you know, really adjust your velocity and a vector and all that stuff. So it's very, very difficult to do that. So it's kind of like a compromise type of deal, just to make it fun and challenging at the same time. So anyway, I might be full of crap, who knows, but this is the best of what I understand of how space physics work. But yeah, if you ever play space or Kerbal Space Program, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you try to maneuver in between objects with different mass within the same orbit, man, it is hard, because you know you'll you miss him, you shoot around and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm close enough. I am going to stop right here. And I don't want to get too crazy here. Oh, I just lost my ship turret here. And by the way, I mean, people might think, if you want this to be so realistic, then why, you know, all these bullets are, you know, they're going to come back and kill you later, you know, if it's, you know, in talking about that orbital stuff. So, simple. Most of these bullets that are in the game are supposedly plasma bullets, so they actually just disintegrate, and just kind of, the heat just kind of radiated out. So they don't really, they're more like an energy weapon. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, because I might get myself in trouble here, because I might not know as much as I think I do, and I might be speaking out of my terms. But anyway, this is just a video game, keep in mind. And I think I'm ready to go and do some combat action. So, well, the whole point of this video is just to show you the kind of like the system of the game, and how dynamic it can be. While, you know, you can have a pretty solid gameplay in terms of like, or solid style, if you may. Like, if you really want to mainly, you know, do an RTS style, you may not even ever have to come out, or hardly, but you will eventually, because you have to come out and do certain things. But whatever style you want, or you just want to shoot your way through stuff like Mass Effect, you can as well. So it's just kind of like whatever playing style you want. I think I'm gonna go this way. I don't know if it's just me or what, but today the ship is going pretty slow, unusually slow. I don't know what's going on. I might did something in that I shouldn't. Anyway, so I'm near the enemy base, and notice they're not firing at me because honestly, I forgot to put a tag on this. Well, oh, now they are, but they're firing at the player. They're not really firing at the mining vessel. So from the enemy standpoint, the mining vessel doesn't even exist. So I gotta fix that. Anyway, it's a work in progress, but it's coming along pretty good. Anyway, back to the point. I want to show you that you can actually harvest mineral and also kill enemy at the same time. So kind of like Minecraft, but you know, a lot more deadly. Let's see. I might be a little too far, but hey, patience is a virtue, right? So let's arm with my flashlight, and I'm going to zoom the radar out a little bit, and then I'm also going to get my drill gun out, which has the bullets for, or the missile. So I'm going to go ahead and use my missiles, the same missile that I can use to mine the rocks. I can actually use it to destroy this enemy building. Reason being is because look what's inside. They're actually powering their command center directly from a mineral or the asteroid. So you can actually just use the mining missile to attack. Oh, this might be a while. Alright, let's hope I don't die. And later on in the game, ouch. That hurts. Later on in the game, you can actually assign crew, and you can have more than just you. Okay, this is not a good idea. Alright, so it's like getting hit by a fly swatter. Ooh. Alright, I might have to decrease the health on this. But you kind of get the idea. Fast forward if you want to the next part. I'm just gonna ramble and until I can get this thing to die. But you kind of get the idea. You can invade the enemy base. You can use the rocket and different weapons. Man, this is... Okay, I died. Never mind. So... yeah, didn't even get to finish it. But anyway, it's been 15 minutes. So, thanks for watching. I'll come back next video and then show you more of, let's say, what we can do with this sandbox mode so far. Haven't even got to talking about building mode yet, and a little bit on machine learning from the AI and all that stuff. So yeah, it's got a little bit of machine learning, artificial intelligence in there. After all, the game is about fighting the AI, right? So if we don't have the AI, it's kind of a hypocritical. But anyway, it's not anything too advanced. It's just you know, think StarCraft. They kind of you know, have their build queue kind of, you know, I don't know if they do or not, but I could swear when I play StarCraft, man, they catch you how, you know, before you. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'll see you next video. Thanks. Bye bye.